How about some dough? I told you no touches on this show.
Yeah, but just $5.
Nothing doing. What about that sour comedy you pulled out there tonight?
You told me to lift up that hole in the second act, didn't you? What's the matter? Didn't you like it?
Like it? It was terrible.
The way the audience took it, I thought it was funny.
Funny? You couldn't make me laugh no matter how good I felt.
My pal.
Hello, sweetie.
Nix. Not in the theater.
Are you Mr. Melvin?
Yeah.
Well, I'm Bonnie King.
Oh. A specialty dancer. I thought you was going to be here yesterday.
Yeah, I was, but I missed connection.
Yeah, that's an old gag, girlie. Well, we'll see what you can do. Pete, play something snappy. Try this baby out. Come on, kid, do your stuff. But you said you was a specialty dancer.
Oh, yeah.
Then why are you doing a chorus routine?
Well, it looks that way because that guy's playing the chorus tempo.
Try it again, Pete. Go ahead. Hey, remember that train leaves at 11:45.
You know me, skid's a fireman's child. I'm always there. Hey, how about that $5?
Well, I gotta eat.
Say, I came all the way from Chicago for this job, and you ain't giving me a fair break. First, that guy starts playing a tempo you'd have to have St. Vitus to keep up with, and then this wisecracker, whoever he is, starts bellowing across the stage.
What's she raving about? Just so her cause she can't make the grade.
But I can. Honest I can, Miss Melvin.
Don't be too hard on the kid. Give her a break. I'm paying the freight on too many rummies without taking on any more. You're out.
But how about the $5?
And that's out, too.
Oh, open up your heart.
Now, listen. I'm sick of you, Gap, and tired of peeling out dough for you. So lay off.
Well, you don't need to get tough about it. Come on, now, what do you want?
How's Fluff?
Of all the cheap outfits I've took with, this turkey's the worst.
Well, you can't fight with me over that.
Traveling all night and working all day.
Well, what can you expect from a gorilla like Melvin? Did you see what happened to that poor little kid tonight?
No.
Oh, that big ape. There she is out there hopping the buck. Pete's banging away at the piano, and that monster.
I still think it was a dirty, rotten trick.
Listen, Mr. Steve Johnson, where do you get off telling me my business?
Well, somebody ought to tell you something about how to run a show.
Anytime you don't like the way this show's run, you know what you can do.
You bet I know what I can do.
All right. You're through Saturday night.
Not Saturday night, right now. Give me my dough.
Dough? You owe me dough.
I do. Not according to my figures, I don't.
According to mine.
All right. I'll even let you get away with that, you big ape. See you later, folks. See you on Columbia TV. Hello, kid.
Hello yourself.
Say, what are you doing here?
Oh, I got a date with a 5:15 tomorrow.
Yeah?
What are you?
That dinky engine couldn't get up enough steam to pull the whole load, so I got off.
Gee, you didn't get fired.
No, I quit.
Could you use a sandwich?
Yes. I ain't hungry. Not the billboard.
Nothing else but.
Can I give it the once-over?
Yeah.
Thanks. Say. Gee, it must be great to be on the big wheel, traveling in sleepers and playing all the regular theaters. I wish I could make the grade.
You can. I caught the last act of your show tonight. And if I know anything about show business, you were too good to be trooping with that bunch of hams.
You wouldn't kid me, would you, lady?
I would if I could, mister. I would if I could.
Say, listen, mister. What's your name?
Bonnie. Bonnie King.
Mine's Skid. Skid Johnson.
How are you, Skid?
Great, Bon. Say, you really think I could make good on the big wheel?
Sure.
As a featured comic?
Well, why not? You're clever. I mean it. Why don't you wire that guy?
Hey, you're out of a job. Let's both wire him.
Yeah, but I ain't got your talent.
Ah, rats. With your face and figure, baby, you could make good anywhere. There's nothing to this racket. Can you do a waltz clock? Sure you can. Come here, let me show you something. We can fix up a routine. Da, da, dee, da, dee, 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 da, dee, da. Now back. Dee, 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 da. That's great. Keep it up. Now that dee, dee, da. Over the legs, you know. Da, da, dee. Watch out for the bells. Dee, dee, da, dee. That's great, kid. Say, we could fix up a swell routine in no time. Sure. Let's send off that wire. Here, you do it.
What's your salary?
Well, you better make it easy. Make it, $50.
Say, this is a big wheel. They won't think you're any good. Better make it 100.
Hey, wait a minute. Those guys don't pay that kind of dough. Besides, they don't know me.
Well, how about 75?
All right. I'll take a chance.
There, sign it.
Hey, Elmer. Or Rogers. Hey, useless.
Well, partner, we done it.
Yeah, but we ain't got no answer yet.
Oh, gee, I'm sleepy.
Are you? You think they'll tow us out?
Oh, we're waiting for our answer, ain't we?
Guess so. Is
That you, Skid?
Yeah.
Say, I could see you. Always running out between acts and scaring me to death. You know you gotta hurry. The last act's on.
You know me, Skid the fireman's child. I can dress sliding down a pole.
You been getting something to eat?
Nah, I wasn't hungry.
Oh, just thirsty, huh?
No, and I wasn't thirsty either.
And after the show tonight, I'm going to take you to the hotel and see that you get something decent to eat.
All right, honey.
Oh, Skid,
Yeah?
I dreamed about you last night.
You did?
Guess where you were?
In the Who's Golf.
No, you were on Broadway.
I what?
And you were knocking the soup and fish for a goal. Gee, it gave me a kick.
I don't believe in dreams.
Well, I do. And this one. Gee, it was so real, I've been thinking about it ever since.
Maybe I better wire Ziegfeld that I've decided to let him star me. And I'm bringing you along as my leading lady.
Oh, I'm lost. But with me or without me, it's Broadway for you. You just get some ambition.
You know, Bon, when you talk like that, I almost believe it.
Believe it then, because it's going to come true.
You wouldn't kid me, would you, lady?
I would if I could, mister. I would if I could.
Ladies and gents, before the curtain rises on the final scene, I want to introduce to you the famous Road Suite. There's a prize in every package, and one of these packages contains a genuine $5 gold piece.
I guess we know what these mean.
I'm sorry, kids, but you know how business has been, and I've got to cut down on the overhead.
Well, don't apologize, Leslie. It's all in the game.
I hate to do it, but
Well, if I take it out on those chorus girls, why not fire some of those fatheads you call principals? Come on, dearie. I guess I'll have to go back to my husband.
Come on, honey. It's time for tricks. Oh, baby, you look great in that new costume.
Why, he notices me. He actually notices me at last.
You always look wonderful to me, honey. I guess that's why I never mention it. Low bridge.
Hey, Marco, the way you focus on him, anybody think he was falling for you?
Oh, mind your own business, will you?
I will if you will. Get wise. There ain't nobody for Skid but Bonnie.
Oh, go fry yourself, you big piece of fat.
Keep on taking them calls and you won't have no more seats in our juice.
Don't worry about me, kid. I'll be eating corn off at the cob when you're shaking like a vibrator. Get hot.
All of the fellows respect me and so they neglect me and leave me alone. But I would rather be getting a bit of petting I never have known. My reputation is good, but I'm so misunderstood. I'm in the mood for confessing that I'd be caressing if only I could. I'd like to cuddle one of the things I do. In desperation, I need a sensation that's new. PDQ. Though I look things like I ain't, I can say I'm human as I can be. Look at these arms, look at these lips, longing for company. To be concealing a feeling like this is a crime. I'm wasting time. I want some loving, I don't mean love, I mean L-O-V-I-N-G. I have my moments, and if you can spare one little moment or two. Look at that
guy roughing Bunny up down there. Oh, way out. Don't spoil it here. Go out. Hey, go out. Patrick, go out. Don't take it serious. Come on, darling. You want to you might get an automobile inside. Hey, Bob, did that guy hurt you?
No, I'm all right. Can't you keep your line straight? Oh, go drop dead. Oh, quit looking at those jars and maybe you'd keep off my feet. Oh, if any Johns would look at you, you'd be happy.
I'm scared, Dad. I want to see you. I'll be with you in a minute, honey.
Well, don't be long. You know we got a date for the night before.
What's on your mind? Well, you know, Skid, business has been terrible, and I've got to cut down on expenses. So I'm letting several people go.
Gee, that's tough.
Yeah. Well, most of them have got it coming to them, but I sure hate to let Bonnie out.
Bonnie?
Yeah.
Listen, Lefty, if you're going to cut down, well, you better count me out, too.
Oh, no, you're my only drawing card.
Yeah, I know, but you see, Bonnie and me, well, we're partners.
Well, I wouldn't give her a notice if I could figure out any possible way to keep her. You know that, Skid.
Yeah, I know, but... Listen, Lefty, if it's all the same to you, keep Bonnie on and take it out of my salary.
Oh, gee, I wouldn't want to do that, Skid.
That's all right. Joe never sticks to me anyway. I only spend it drinking or gambling.
Well, all right, Skid.
Yeah, but listen, when business picks up, you gotta kick back with it.
Oh, sure.
Getting an earful so you can stir up some more trouble? You ought to troupe melodrama.
Run along, fat lady, before some sideshow steals you.
Is that so?
Yeah, that's so.
Say, if that frame you hang your clothes on had anything to tie into, I'd sock you one just for luck.
Fire away, Zeppelin. With them fat paws of yours, you're harmless.
Why, you...
Cut it out, Gussie. Don't you get enough exercise fighting with me?
Shut up, you little shrimp.
Now look here, Gussie, you
Somebody took on a big responsibility, Bozo, when you tied up with that balloon.
Let me at that balloon.
You leave my wife alone. You know she's got a weak heart.
You know, I didn't have the heart to slip her the notice, so I left it under a cold cream jar.
I wonder if she found it. Oh, honey.
What are you doing here?
Oh, nothing.
When are you going to stop taking those falls?
Well, they're in the plot, ain't they?
Yeah, but why worry about the plot? Nobody else does. Not even the guy that stole it. What do you...
That's nothing.
Let me see it.
That's all
No,
right.
give it to me.
No, honey,
Let me see it. What is it?
It's just a tip on a horse.
So you're playing the ponies again?
Well, this is a hot one.
Yeah, they're always hot.
Well, no, this is right from the old feed box.
But, Skid, you promised.
Well, all right. I'll tear it up.
Thanks, Skid. Skid? 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 Hear about Lefty cutting down on the payroll? He's letting several people go. No, gee, that's a shame. Of course, you stay, thanks to Skid. What's Skid got to do with it? Oh, nothing. Only he'll have to cut out some of his luxuries now that he's paying your way. What do you mean by that crack? Ask Skid if you don't believe me. Now, what are you trying to do? Stir up some more dirt? Where's Skid?
Skid? Why, he just bought a dollar from me and ducked out for a couple of... He just left.
Drunk last night, drunk the night before. Gonna get drunk tonight again if I never get drunk no more.
$5. 5 o'clock.
Who is it?
It's me, Tom. It's on the floor.
Wait a minute. Oh.
You know, it's 1:30.
What do you mean by waking a guy up in the middle of the day?
Would you be late for the matinee?
Hmm?
Yeah, I brought you some fresh coffee.
Yeah.
And some donuts. I found out the name of that horse you were going to play.
Yeah?
You prepared for a shock?
Sure.
I'm quitting the show.
Ah, Bon, you can't do that.
No, I won't have you pay my salary, Skid.
Well, look, Bon, don't you see, we're partners, ain't we? And we teamed up together, and we're figuring on having our name in lights someday. So what's the holler?
If you were in my place, Skid, I know what you do. So I'm going to do the same thing.
Yeah, but Bon, you...
Hey, Bonnie, I've been thinking over what you said back at the hotel and... What you said about quit. It'd be different if I hadn't have figured someday we'd get married. You know I'm crazy about you. As though you didn't know. Hey, Mom. Will you marry me tonight, huh? Will you? You'll be getting the worst of it. I'll probably lead you a heck of a life. But I love you, Vaughn. Honest I do. What do you say?
It's all right with me, darling. I'll take a chance.
You wouldn't kid me, would you, lady?
I would if I could, miss. I would if I could.
Repeat these words after me. With this ring I thee wed, and with all my worldly goods I thee endow.
With this ring, I thee
wed,
I thee wed, with all my worldly goods, I thee
endow.
Endow.
Worldly good. The monkey's flat broke.
I hereby pronounce you man and wife, for better or for worse, till death do you part.
Ain't that touching?
Oh, I don't know. I've seen better.
You ain't never had no sentiment in your system, bozo.
May I extend my congratulations and wish you a very happy existence.
Well, I'm glad that's over.
Are you happy, hon?
Yeah. Are you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and make you happy always, Bunny.
I am happy.
If I ever give you any reason to think otherwise, well, you holler.
Well, it's all over, eh?
Yes. It's a lovely ceremony, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I think it's so much nicer to be married by a real minister than a justice of the peace.
Mr. Clergyman, there's the war tax.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson.
Well, I guess that's all. Come on.
I guess we better be
Thank
getting
you
back
so
to the
much. The
hotel.
ceremony was
Well,
lovely.
I'm one of the clan now, Lefty.
You'll find out.
Thanks. See you again sometime.
I just love weddings, don't you, bozo?
Yeah. I've seen some pretty good funerals, too.
I know just how you feel, dearie. I've been through it. Marrying a guy in this business is some responsibility. You've got to be prepared for shocks.
From now on, Lefty, it's the straight and narrow for little Willie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the keys, kid?
Yeah, there it is. That's you and me from now on, honey. The All-Star Johnson. There you are.
Oh, wait, Skid. Give her a few minutes alone.
Sure. Don't you know that?
I'll be with you in a minute, honey.
Hey, I got a bottle of pre-war scotch that I've been saving for just such a night as this.
Oh, well, drag it out, boy. You won't have it long.
Skid. I've been married a good many years. And I'm on to you, birds. Now, what I want to say is...
Have it all fixed up in a minute, kid.
Okay.
Skid don't want to be fixed up. He's just waiting to go into Bonnie.
Why, you went and gone and done it, huh?
Yeah.
What do you know about that? Why, you dirty stay out all night going and getting them married? Let me look at you. What have you hit? Well, you've changed already.
Hey, what is this? Grab one of these.
What I want to tell you, now that you're married, is this.
Yeah?
How long have you been married? Me, I ain't never been married.
Oh, pipe down. Can you imagine that mug aping about marriage?
Well, may all your trouble...
Here's to Bonnie, best of the trooper and burlesque and a darn sight too good for any man, much less you.
Yeah, I know.
Landa was
Hey, Sandow, let me try that, will you?
What, this yank?
Yeah.
All right,
Come
what's the
on,
elbow?
boy.
All right.
You ready?
Come on.
Come on, kid, now.
Yeah.
Boy, but you're strong, kid.
The strongest part of you is your conversation.
Yeah, here's one.
What?
Do this.
What?
Come on, move over, Maisie.
What is it?
20 years old, this one.
What now?
There, now pick that up without moving your heels.
Figure out what I'm...
Sure.
It's a pipe.
All right, do it.
The right spot?
Do it. That's it.
Here we go.
Oh, you're good.
Do that. Sure, that's easy. I can do
That's
it.
right, Gussie. You do it. You do it.
Do this one.
All right, Bosa. This must be good now.
Oh, you want me to fall down?
Hey, what time did you say it was?
It's 2:30.
What? Well, don't push me around. I'll get on you. Well, I got away from the gang, all right. I'll be with you in just a minute. You know me, Skid is a fireman's child. I can undress sliding on a pole. Wait a minute, I'll be all right.
I'm sorry, Bonnie.
That's all right. Wait a minute, Lefty. I got something important I want to talk to you about. I want to give you our 2 weeks' notice. We're quitting the show.
Quitting the show? Who?
Me and Skid.
What? You can't do that, Bon. There wouldn't be any show without Skid.
Yeah, and there won't be no Skid if he sticks with this outfit much longer.
Yeah, but you're just kidding. You're too good a trooper to bow out in the middle of a season.
I'm not thinking about myself.
But, Bon, for the love of... What? I'd have to close my show. Think of the other people. You can't do that.
Well, we'll stay on one condition.
What?
You people have all got to promise to quit drinking with Skid.
Well, all right, Bon. Well, I can see where Skid is going to have a heck of a time from now on.
I wouldn't have said that if I were you, Lefty.
Say, don't you think I know that the only wise thing he ever did was marrying you tonight?
I hope you're right, Lefty.
You're his one chance, Bon. I'm for you.
Thanks, Lefty.
Hello, Mr. Howell. Glad to see you again. Every time we play this town, I wonder if you're going to be out in front to see the show.
Bought tickets for every performance this week. Give my best regards to Miss Bonnie King. I'd sure like to meet her.
Sure I will. Can you beat it? He's goofy about Bonnie. Every time we play this town, he's out in front every performance.
Go on, Bimbo. Kill yourself. Every time you take one of those falls, it hurts my spine.
Your Cattle King's out front again. He's bought a seat for every performance, just like he has for the last 3 years. You know, I think if I ever brought him back to meet you, he'd know there was a heaven.
We'll bring him back, Lefty. He's the only following I ever had.
All right. Oh, has Skid heard anything from New York yet?
No. Why?
Well, Ziegfield's agent was in at the matinee. Right after Skid's big number, he beat it across to the telegraph office. He's in again tonight.
Are you trying to get a rise out of me, Lefty?
No, honest. You know, if Skid ever gets this big opportunity that you're always raving about, he's got you to thank for it.
Me?
Sure, and I hope he gets it. You're entitled to a break.
You're a swell guy, Lefty.
I will now sing you a little ballad titled, well, what's the difference? It was written especially for me by Monsieur Lavoie. I'll not sing it in the native tongue. Oh, no. Spread the onions, Professor, please. Down in a pool room, some of the gang were talking of girls they knew. Women are all the same, said Joe. But one busy bird said, pal, ain't you heard the story of true Lulu? Listen and get an earful. Oh, say, she was a dame in love with a guy, and she stuck to him, but didn't know why. Everyone blamed her, but they all named her True Blue Lou. He gave her nothing, and she gave him all. But when he had smiled and forgave him, True Blue Lou. Then he got a break, went away to get a new start. But poor kid, she never got above. There's a reward for that kind of love. Why, angels won't blame her. They too will name her True Blue.
You would have a contract to do your coloring.
Don't be discouraged, dearie. Sometime you may be a full-sized woman yourself. Swallow that, soubrette.
You could swallow a couple of soubrettes and it wouldn't change your shape none.
Say it ain't so, dearie. Say it ain't so. Lucky for you, you're leaving tonight. Because I was hoping to take one good punch at you.
It ain't too late. I still a few minutes before train time.
Oh, I don't want to muss up that scrawny frame of yours. Shock New York as it is.
Well, Mountainous, I'm planning to leave this show without staging a battle. But I don't take to that last crack of yours.
No? Well, what are you going to do about it?
I'm going to take one good sock at you to see how soft you really are.
Hey, wait a minute. Don't get excited. You better beat it, Gussie. You'll be late for the ferry number.
What is it, an elephant act?
When I come back, I'm going to chase you until you find 6 new streets.
What are you doing in my dressing room? Skid ain't here.
Oh, nothing. I was just saying goodbye to Gussie. Guess I'm in the wrong room.
No, you ain't in the wrong room. And before you go, Marco, I just want you to know that you didn't put nothing over on me.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
I'll not stay and be insulted.
You'll stay and like it. I'm wise to the gab you've been giving Skid. Ever since we've been married, you've been trying to get him to drink, thinking maybe I'd get disgusted with him and you could have him.
That's a lie.
You know I'm telling the truth. Ain't I?
Ain't I? Don't you hit me.
That's all. Now get out.
Well,
Shooting craps in the alley again, eh? Well, it ain't no use. You get no more coin till payday.
You know everything, don't you? I come down here because Lefty gave me a telegram for Skid.
I wonder who's broke now.
Maybe it's an accident.
Maybe somebody's cashed in.
Stop cheering. No, I ain't never opened Skid's mail yet. You'll see. Did you get her taken out last fall?
That's all right.
Well, if you don't care about yourself, at least think a little of me. I ain't craving to be pushing you around in a wheelchair the rest of my life.
Oh, Bun, stop beefing. I'm all right. What's the yellow ticket? Another Hearts and Flowers cry for help?
Gee, I forgot. It's for you.
Well, fine, you tear it up. You know darn well these things always sets us back a few bucks. Well, for Anna. Good gosh.
What's that?
Read this and see if you see the same thing I do.
We'll give you chance, main comedy role, my new musical show, salary 500 weekly, Flo Ziegfeld. Gee, what did I tell
What do
you?
you know about that?
Wait a minute. You must be here to rehearse for Follies Sunday. Wire Ann.
Somebody's kidding me, I guess.
Somebody's kidding me.
Why, you ain't even mentioned, Bonnie.
You bet I ain't mentioned.
What's the idea of all this temperamental stuff, Bond? If this telegram ain't a fake, it's a chance you've been raving about, ain't it?
Well, it's your chance, all right.
Well?
Leave it that dirty little hypocrite that's always gurgling over you.
You mean Marco?
Yes, Marco.
You're crazy.
Who's crazy? What show was Marco joining?
What a... Gee, that's right. It's the same show, ain't it? That's a coincidence.
Yeah, I'll say it is. know I'm a fool, nursing you along all these years, trying to pound some sense into that bean of yours, trying to get you somewhere. And for what? Just to shove you in the same show with that Jane. That's the break I get.
Well, you can stop blowing off steam and cool out, 'cause I ain't going.
Who said you wasn't going?
I said it, and that settles it.
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Since when does what you say settle things?
Well, I could be a big flop in a Broadway show.
Yeah, that's the tip-off. You're scared. You ain't got the nerve.
Well, I'm satisfied. I got me health. You can't have everything.
Yeah, and you won't even have your health if you keep on playing these tank towns much longer. Come in.
Hello, Bonnie. I want you to meet Mr. Howell.
It's a privilege to meet you, Mr. King.
Say, Lefty, wait a minute. Take this along with you and read it. You got to fix it to let Skid get away.
What's it all about?
Well, you'll find out when you read it now. Hurry up and come back. You sure must like burlesque, Mr. Hall. I'm going to enter you in a customer's contest.
Your show's the only one I ever see.
How's that?
It's the only chance I have of seeing you.
Now, you ain't going to start kidding me, are you, Mr. Howard?
I wouldn't know how to do that. I always know where you're playing. I follow your route in those theater papers.
You do? Gee, it's funny to have somebody thinking about you that you don't know nothing about. Sit down. Where do you live?
Out in Wyoming?
You got any family?
Well, only my sister.
Ain't you never married?
No. But I'm hoping awful hard I'm going to be.
I'm married.
Oh. Yeah?
Yeah. I'm dragging the old ball and chain around.
Well, I'm sorry. I was getting ready to put my foot in it.
I know you was. That's why I stopped you.
Do you want me to think that you're wild?
No. I just want to show you something about marriage. Now, here you are. And if I know anything about men, you're as fine as they come. Without knowing a thing about me, you're willing to marry me. If I wasn't cuckoo, it'd mean something to me. But all I can think of is that goofy comic upstairs, sliding all over the stage. He's a stew, and sometimes I think he doesn't give a darn about me. But he's all I can think of. And you know what I'm doing now? I'm using you to see if I can make him jealous when he comes in here. That's what marriage does to you.
Maybe it's not marriage. Maybe it's love.
Well, whatever it is, pray that it never hits you.
I've got a feeling love don't have to be the way you say it is.
Well, it's got to be that way with me. Because I've only loved one man. And I've got a hunch I'm never going to feel no other kind of love. Have you a drink?
Thanks, I will. We'll drink to you.
Yeah, to me, the sack. This is my husband, Skid Johnson, Mr. Hall.
Hi, Mr. Hall.
Glad to meet you.
Hey.
Mr. Howell's the man that's been sitting out front every performance for the last 3 years.
Yeah, I know. What was it, a sentence?
No, I just found something I like. And I stuck to it.
Well?
That ain't a bad idea at that.
Well, I guess I'll be going. It's been a... Oh. been a treat to meet you folks. Good night.
Good night, Mr. Howell. Well, you're a fine piece of baloney.
Are you going to start again? Well, what is it now?
Oh, you're so wrapped up in that Marco dame, you can't even see what your own wife's doing.
Come on, I'll bite. What are you doing?
I suppose it don't mean a thing to you to find your wife like this, drinking with a strange man, does it?
Well, as far as that goes, Bon, I seen you more undressed than that on the stage. And drinking with a strange man ain't gonna hurt you, unless the hooch is bad.
Oh, but I can't do that dance. You don't do that number.
About time you got wise to yourself.
That's right. Ride me, ride me.
Well, you don't care what I do.
Look here, kid. I think you've always got sense enough to take care of yourself. And that's a darn sight more than I ever had. Where would I get off finding fault with you?
Come on, boys, snap it up. Get that makeup on. You got just 20 minutes to get out of the theater. You're fired.
Am I going nuts? What is this?
Well, you poor Stu. The only way I can let you off is to fire you. Huh? Now, you've just got time to make that New York trade.
Oh, Lefty.
Say, maybe there's something wrong with that hooch after all.
I'll never forget you for this, Lefty.
That's all right, kid. It's all for the sake of art.
There's two ways to take that crack. You know, Bon, this is all a lot of hooey. I can't go away without you.
Use your beans. Lefty can't afford to let both of us go. Besides, if they don't treat you right, I've still got my job.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Write to me often, Skid. I'll be awful lonesome without you.
I'll be an awful sap without you, Bunny. Maybe the show will be a big flop and I can come back soon.
You can come back. You're fired.
Yeah, I never thought of that. That ain't so good.
Oh, forget it, honey. It's sinkers now.
I don't like the way you say sink.
Well, how do you like the way I say swim? Oh, here's our bankroll, Skid.
I can't take that. We saved it together. It's yours as much as mine.
Oh, I don't need it, honey. You take it. I don't want you to be short in a big town.
All right, kid. I'm always going to keep this boodle bag. It was the first one we ever had, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we had it a long time before we had anything to put in it, too, didn't we?
I'll be a fine-looking sap landing in New York without a clean shirt. They'll think I'm doing a tramp act. Don't think I'm scared, darling, 'cause I ain't. But I wish I wasn't going. I have a feeling we're making a mistake.
Hey, this is the day I've been dreaming of for 4 years. My Skid's Day. Boy, you're going to New York and you're going to knock 'em cold. They're going to see my Skid. Boy, they ain't seen nothing yet.
Well, I guess that's all. I don't know how to say goodbye, darling. I ain't never said goodbye to you.
I'll miss you, Skid. I love you, Skid. I'll miss you, Skid.
I'm lost already without you, Bonnie.
Oh, that Skid, that's just gonna let you go, isn't he? Oh,
Bye, Bart. I'll write you, and I'll wire you, too. Bye.
Bye, Skid.
What's my number, Bonnie?
Solo pour les bergères. Thanks for the use of the hall.
Marvelous show you did.
Skid, I want you to meet Miss Meredith. This is Skid Johnson. Hi.
Mr. Johnson, you were the most magnificent thing. Your performance was marvelous, and you were so funny.
Thank you.
He wasn't funny. It's just his gorgeous personality.
Yeah.
You were grand tonight, honey.
Yeah.
Really, I'm tired out laughing at you, Mr. Johnson.
Hurry up, Skid. You're going out in society tonight.
I'm glad you folks think I got by all right.
Good boy, you're a star.
Yeah.
Boy, you own Broadway.
Yeah.
You
You like that man with
battens rolled up in that last drop of tonight.
You heard from Skid yet?
Yeah, I got a few more pieces of stuff back there.
You haven't heard from him since he left, have you?
No.
Are you going to wire him?
These one-nighters are
What's
stuck.
the use? When I wrote him about the heavy affair I heard he was having with Marco, he didn't answer. Then I wrote him to give up the dame or I'd file the old papers, but he didn't answer that either.
The dirty tramp. He must know our show's closing.
Well, I guess, Lefty, he figures he can struggle along without me.
Are you going to look him up in New York?
Yeah?
Your toolbox is...
I'm going to give him one last chance.
Yeah, this one.
Bye, Lefty.
So long, Bond.
You coming down with the car?
No, you can pay the transfer, man.
Hello, Bonnie. I should say, Mrs. Johnson.
Why, Mr. Howard?
I read about the show closing, and being nearby, I thought maybe you would mind if I ran down to see you. May I carry your suitcase? Where are you going?
New York.
Well, I'm figuring on being there next week. May I call on you?
Sure, if you'd like.
So, Jimmy, I'll bet you and that hangover are glad this one's finished.
Well, I gave a performance, didn't I?
You did, but some of your falls were a surprise even to yourself, baby.
As long as the audience laugh, I'll get by. I'll get by.
Bye for you, Mr. Johnson.
Thanks. I bet it's another Hearts and Flowers cry for help.
Come on, kid, we're late.
Oh, what's your hurry?
Come on, make it moving,
Got the
Robbie.
whole night for you.
Who do you want to see, miss?
Mr. Skid Johnson, please.
He ain't here.
Oh. Would you happen to know where he went?
I'm not his guardian angel.
Well, I'm Mrs. Johnson.
Oh, I beg your pardon, Mrs. Johnson.
Do you know if he got a telegram this evening?
Yes, he got one. You'll probably find him at Tony.
Where's that?
63 West 49.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
What's the name, please?
Mrs. Johnson. Mrs. Skid Johnson.
So you're Mrs. Skid Johnson?
Yeah. I want to see Mr. Johnson.
All right, come in a minute. Your name's Skid Johnson. It always has been.
Well, it's about time.
It ain't.
It
ain't. Oh, Bonnie. Oh, gee, it's great to see you again.
How's Bozo?
Oh, dumb as ever.
Hey, I've been looking for you for 3 days. Where have you been?
Oh, I've been down Atlantic City on a big party, and I ain't done nothing but referee fights. I tell you, Bonnie, girls like us shouldn't get mixed up with nice people. They're too rough. Boy, who's the cuckoo?
Harvey Howell.
Little brother of Tom Mix? Is he here?
Yes. We're leaving for the West tomorrow.
Boy, you're a lucky girl. And what a man he is. You read about him, but I always thought you had to die of some before you met one. Why, what's the matter?
I can't help feeling that Harvey's getting the worst of it. I'd rather die than give a guy like that the worst of it.
You know what's the matter with you, Bond? You're still crazy about Skid.
Well, maybe I am, but I'm going to forget it. Well, I never knew where I was at with Skid. Never a day's peace for 4 years. But I gotta say I was happy with him. But I made up my mind I wasn't going to be a mug all my life. I made up my mind it was time I found someone who'd do a little worrying about me.
Found him, didn't you? Say, has he got a brother? Oh, gee, I'd love to get out of this business and go live out west.
Well, Harvey says it ain't very exciting in Wyoming. You can ride all day and never see a soul. But come on out with us, Gussie. I'll give you a swell horse.
Yeah, next winter I'd have to eat the horse.
Hello. It's Skid. What'd I do?
Same thing he done to you. Hang up.
Oh, I couldn't do that. Send him up, girlie.
Of course, what you do is nobody's business. You may get a big kick out of wiping his nose and buttoning up his little panties, but I don't see where it gets you anywhere. Skid will always be what he is.
You're all wrong about Skid. Everybody's wrong about him. I'm the only one that understands him.
All right, dearie, have it your own way. There's your hoofer now. Sounds like he brung the whole troop with him.
Oh, I want to see him alone.
Hello, kid. Boys, meet the wife and don't laugh.
Bonnie.
Hey, boy, bring up a fluff of White Rock and some ice. Yeah, and a half a dozen glasses. Gee, Bon, you're looking great. Meet me friend Jerry Evans. He writes songs for me.
Pleased to meet you.
Step right in, boys. Make yourself at home. Well, if it ain't good. Hi, kid.
Fine, Skid. Hello, Lefty. And if you ain't brought young Penner whiskey?
Gee, Gus, it's great to see you.
Give us a little kiss.
Sure. How long has this been going on?
Oh, I knew Jerry when he wore 3-cornered pants.
Hey.
Come on, Jerry, play something.
Well, kid, how long you been in town?
A week?
A week? Have I got smallpox or something?
I don't know. Have you?
Well, gee, could you let me know you was here? Let me have a good look at you. Well, how are you?
How are you?
In the pink.
Yeah, if your nose gets any pinker, you look like a tomato surprise. I suppose you couldn't come alone. What were you afraid I'd do to you?
Well, you wouldn't want me to shake these guys, would you? They've been with me all night.
Yeah, I suppose you're king of the nightclubs now.
Von, stop riding me. Hey, you've been crying.
No, I haven't.
You can't fool me. I seen you cry too often. What's the matter? Ain't the new guy treating you right?
What business is that of yours?
Sure, I suppose what happens to you is none of my business. I suppose I'm going to forget you're the only girl in the world I ever give a darn about.
Yeah, me and how many others. I got tired of being a mob scene. How about that Marco dame? Or is she cold turkey?
Gee, it's just like old times. Well, I got your little love note. I ain't squawking. But I want you to know, Bunny, I'm sorry. Well, there's the little boy with the white rock. Atta boy. Put it right down there.
Anything else you need, sir? My number is 86.
That's all right. There you are.
Thank you.
Keep the change.
there's anything else you need, sir, my number is 86. I know. Goodbye. Da-da-doo-doo-doo. Oh, give me sunshine. Come on, let's all drink to Bond. The best little girl that ever fished a husband's clothes for evidence. Here's to Bond.
Yeah, I suppose even an alley cat thinks now and then that he...
Stop cracking at each other and have some fun.
Well, I didn't start it.
I know you didn't. It was all my fault. I was only kidding. You never could stand being kidded. I ought to know better. Say, Bond, when are you going to marry that big breath of fresh air from Wyoming?
I can't get married till I get my final decree next fall.
Well, what are you going to do till then?
Going out on his ranch to live with him and his sister.
His sister? That'll be nice. I know those dames. They want to know all the inside dirt of show business. She'd probably ask you if Claude Erlanger was ever really married.
Well, what's the difference as long as they love each other?
Oh.
Anybody. All people have to do is just love each other and get a little sleep. Boy, I'm dead.
Listen, Skid. I want to talk to you alone.
Sure, what is it? Come on, Skid, there.
Yes, sir.
He sang the applesauce man.
He sang, George, Jake, Glee. He sang the Columbia Band.
Boy, it's like old times. Ain't none of those high-priced Janes can dance like Bonnie.
You wouldn't kid me, would you, mister?
I would if I could, lady. I would if I could. Hey, Bond, do you remember the first night we spent together in show business?
Do I? Dude, it was cold. We had to sleep sitting up.
Yeah, and I gobbled the only sandwich. Hey, Jerry, do you know Rosie O'Grady? The waltz guy, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Bond, you remember the old routine? Remember this one?
Sure.
Kim Seymour.
Yeah.
Do you remember the zoo? The zoo, you remember the gangs. The gangs.
Do you like the zoo?
I love the zoo.
Do you like the lions?
Oh, I love the lions.
And the tigers?
I love the tigers.
And the elephant tigers?
Yeah.
And the rhinoceroses?
What are we talking about? A zoo or a hospital?
The zoo, silly. Don't you love the dangaroos?
I never seen any dangaroos.
Why, the zoos are full of them. You see the signs all over.
Dangaroos?
Yeah.
Don't you mean kangaroos?
Dangaroos.
How do you spell it?
Dangerous.
Are those dangaroos? Show you what a sap I am. I always thought that meant dangerous. We live and learn, lady. We live and learn. Well, how do you like the two kids from the West?
Yeah, all right. Yes,
We used to
sir.
dance. Where's she going? What's the matter with her?
Let her alone. She'll be all right in a minute.
Well, I didn't do nothing, did I?
What could be dumber than a comic?
Hey, Bonnie. Bonnie, come on out, will you? What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. I used to love that old number, that's all.
Say it yet.
Play something different, Jack. Something hot. Come on, dance, kid. Come in.
Hello, Bonnie. Are you having a party?
Yes, Harvey. Come and join. You remember Skid.
Oh, yeah. How are you? I hope I didn't stop your music. Won't you go on?
I'd be delighted. What would you like?
Well, I don't know any of the new songs. My favorites are all old, like in the gloaming. Bonnie, sing that for me, what?
Come on, sing it, Bonnie.
Yeah, sing it, Bonnie. I bet it's great.
Oh, my darling, when the lights are dim and low, and the flickering evening shadows softly come and softly go. When the winds are sobbing gently, with the quiet untold hope, will you think of me and love me as you did long ago?
That's beautiful, Bonnie.
Yeah, nice and gay. What are we celebrating anyway? A wedding or a funeral? Shouldn't we be toasting the bride and singing gay ditties with the groom?
Well, I wouldn't have spoken about it if you hadn't, mister. Under the circumstances, I don't want to dwell on my good fortune, except to assure you that it'll be my aim to make life happy for Bonnie. And I'm sure that you, being her husband, will be glad to know that.
Sure, I'll be glad to know it. Why shouldn't I be glad to know that Bonnie's going to get along all right without me? But what I'm saying is, why can't we be gay about it? And why can't we have the wedding march played with pep and ginger? And why can't I be giving the bride away? Who has a better right to give the bride away? It shows there's no hard feelings. Why do people get sore and crab when they lose out in marriage? Why don't they join in the festivities? Come on, Jerry, play the wedding march and play it fast.
Jerry!
It's a dancing wedding, and here comes the minister. And here comes the bride. And here comes the groom. Do you take this man? Do you take this man? I do, I do, I do. Do you take this gal? Do you take this gal? I do, I do, I do. To love and obey. We do, we do, we do. Till death do you part, till death do you part. We do, we do, we do. I mean, I'll pronounce you man and wife, man and wife, man and wife. Come on, sing, everybody. Here comes the bride, here comes the bride, here comes the bride with her hat on her side. Here comes the bride, here comes the bride. Better go, I'm gone, mister, I'm gone. Goodbye, buddy. Yeah!
We've been looking everywhere for you. It's 8:30 and the show's on.
Get away from me.
Kid, stick out of it, will you?
Get away from me.
Now listen to me, kid. Do you realize you'll be canned? The show's on.
Harry, get away from me.
how did it go? Any better?
How did what go?
The rehearsal, you fathead.
Get wise yourself, Lefty. You can't put over a show without comedians.
Well, ain't I got comedians?
I don't know, have you?
No, none of your wisecracks. Get out.
Who is it? Friend of yours.
Cost me another touch. Well, wait a minute. Send him in. Here's $20. If you think you can keep sober, go and get yourself a room, take a bath, and be at rehearsal at Bryant Hall at 9 o'clock in the morning. And remember, no booze. This is Friday, the 13th. We open a week from Monday in Patterson. So pull yourself together and think up some new stuff. All right, beat it. And remember, I'm counting on you.
You know me, Lefty.
Yeah, I know. The fireman's child.
You're laughing at me.
No, I'm not.
Well, I didn't know we were riding so far.
I told you it was going to be a long ways back.
Have a nice ride?
Bonnie did. She's just crazy about horses.
Crazy over horses.
A horseback riding's something you got to cultivate.
Yeah. Oh, here's a telegram came for you, Bonnie. I have to go, Harvey. For Leslie's sake.
You sure you do, honey?
That's rotten. That's rotten. For the love of Mike, loosen up and show some pep. Now, this number is supposed to be a wow. Say, unbutton your ears and listen, will you? I'm talking to you. Now, roll your eyes when you do them twists. Make the boys out front think it's real. And smile. Smile.
I'll be in the movies the way we fake this vamp stuff. Yeah, all you have to do is roll your eyes at these yokels and they take it personal. Poor goose men are.
All right, cut out the gab, and now we'll try it again. All right, Jack. All right, that's all right. That's much better. Why didn't you do it that way in the first place? All right, girls, you can all go home. We'll be back at 7 o'clock now. Don't forget this is opening night.
Well, did you find him?
Yes?
Where is he? Well, that's the sad news. I get him to the ferry, and I'm buying the tickets, and when I turn around, he's gone.
You dumbbell. You hunt 2 days for a guy, and when you get him, you run away from him.
Well, there ain't a chance for him to open. This last fender was a bird. He's all shot.
You're a cheerful guy.
Say, if you was a wise fellow, you'd put Bozo apart and get your show open tonight.
Now run along like a nice girl, Gussie. I won't need you and Bozo till 7 o'clock.
Yeah, well, you won't need us then. This show ain't never gonna open. Come on, Bozo.
Say, what is this, Here Comes the Bride he sings all the time?
I don't know.
What are we going to do?
I got plans, Jimmy. I got plans. And I got a headache. So beat it, will you?
Why, Barney!
Hello, Jimmy.
Hey, Bon. Gee, it's great to see you.
How are you, Lefty?
Oh, am I? It's just another world, that's all.
Well, what's it all about?
Skid. I can't handle him, Bon. And being a big, brave guy, well, I wired for you to come and help me.
Well, I'll do what I can, Lefty.
I'm even right now, no matter what happens to this show. How long can you stay?
Well, just until Skid gets on his feet. Then I've got to join Harvey in Chicago. We're going to be married there.
Hi, Lefty. Am I early?
Yeah. For tomorrow, you are.
I've been waiting on the ferry for that guy Jimmy. He never showed. Who's that? Am I seeing things? She's still there. You see her, Lefty?
Why, sure I see her.
Don't kid me. I've been seeing things lately.
Hello, Skid.
Oh, Bonnie. Hiya, kid. Let me have a good look at you. Hey, you've been crying.
No, I haven't.
Hey, you can't fool me. I seen you cry too often. What are you doing in this dump? You can't, Come on. Wise Mr. Lefty. Mr. Lefty the Fox. To get his rotten show open, he'd call you out of the grave.
It wasn't exactly the grave, Skid.
Well, don't waste another minute around here, honey. I'll open, all right. Nobody has to worry about me. You know me, Skid the fireman's child. I'm always there.
Sure you are. Come on to your dressing room, Skid.
Are you ashamed of me, Bonnie?
No.
I've been an awful sap, but don't ride me, will you, Bonnie? Don't ride me.
I won't.
That's right, honey. I've listened to so many lectures, I carry me own slides.
where's this guy? Something must have happened.
Hail the Matador! The Matador! Oh, the Matador!
You say Cuspidor.
He's out. I guess I better call off the show.
Oh, don't do that, Lefty. I'll get him on. Honest, I will.
But how?
I don't know, but I will.
All right, Vaughn. I'm counting on you.
Get me some water. You'll be all right, honey. You'll be all right. Nothing can stop you. You'll be all right, honey. You'll knock 'em cold. You'll be all right, honey. You ain't started yet. You'll be all right, honey. You've got to be all right. You'll be all right, honey. You'll be all right.
Well, I got him on, all right.
Yeah, but I wouldn't bet no dough that he gets through the show.
What are we going to do when he comes to the slide? He'll never make it.
He's got to make it. But in case he don't, you better get Bozo ready to go on in his place.
I never thought he'd get through that one.
If he gets through the next number, he may be all right.
I can. You stay.
I'll stay.
For good.
Yeah.
Honey.
Keep dancing, honey. Keep dancing. I guess it's like the guy that sliced us said. For better or for worse.
Yeah. Better for me and worse for you.
It's all right with me, darling.